good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Welcome back once again to JJ's PC Build. You know it is JJ with you once again. And you know it's time for Graphics Card Nightmares. We are at our 100th episode right here on the channel. Surprising that I've been doing this for 100 episodes. You know, we'll just keep it going. We'll see if we make it to 200. We never know. So, but just to let you know, and guys, don't get me wrong. I know about the Patreon thing, and you guys are like, "Where you been on Wednesdays and Thursdays, Jay?" Right now, if you want to go over there to the Patreon channel and hook it up, be a part of it, would be appreciated. And I understand we got to build up the Patreon channel. So in order to build up the Patreon channel to get it to where we can start putting specialized videos and stuff like that on it, we need to grow. So if we're not growing, then it's not going anywhere. So if you want to help be a part of the channel and help us grow, then go over there to Patreon and sign up if you want. If you don't, then I understand too. So, okay. Now, what I've been doing for the last couple weeks. I know this is not a part of Graphics Card Nightmares, but we'll get to it, so just stick along with me and we'll get there. What I've been trying to do was lose weight. Okay. And I was talking with the doctor and stuff, and I wanted to, see if the doctor can prescribe me something to help me lose weight. Well, that didn't turn out so good. So, I'm kind of like in a 36-hour recession from it. It's got side effects. So, with it having side effects, I decided to discontinue that medication and do it naturally, which I should have done in the first place. But you take the consequences when you go to test and see what you can do. So that's the consequence. It's got bad side effects. So as I was doing more research into it, I cold turkeyed it. I'm through the 24-hour period, which I got, let's see, about another 12 hours to go. And then I'll fully flush this out of my system. I know it's not going to be completely out of my system, but it'll be a majority out of my system. And then after a couple months, it'll be completely gone. Hopefully. So, you live and learn by your mistakes. And that's one mistake that I did make. And I'm going to talk with the doctor, and I'm going to tell the doctor, look, I'm just going to do it the natural way, cold turkey it, and just make sure they don't send me that medication ever again. And tell the doctor to make sure that it stays on my ban list. I don't want no part of it. I made my mistakes. And if you guys are wondering what the medication is, they call it phentermine. Okay? Don't take it. If you go off of that medication, don't take it. So once you come off of it, it wreaks hell on your system. It is nasty. I mean, it's legal, but it's nasty. So, heed my warning. Don't do it. After me trying it for a couple days, that was it. I made the decision of no more. I'm done. So now I got to go through the cold turkey process, and then after that, I'll be fine. And then I can wrap my head around, and I decided to do my workout times a little bit differently. Instead of doing it 7 days a week working out, I'm going to do it 3 days a week. And I'm going to split them up. So this will give me enough time to rebalance myself and get everything all back together. My eating habits are definitely changed, so I'm still going to stick with my continuous eating habits. And make sure you all and understand this. Make sure you get your fruits and vegetables, everybody. It's very important. Get your meats, your fruits and vegetables. Stay away from processed foods. That caught up to me, the processed foods. Because I decided I wanted to go to McDonald's and this and that. Don't. Wean yourself away from it. Go to the store. Get yourself some, skinless chicken breast. Get some vegetable, for the carbohydrates, so it keeps you going all through the day. And you can cheat a little bit. Not saying cheat, but you can do a little bit of cottage cheese. A spoon or two full of cottage cheese with some pineapple or something like that. That'll help you out a lot. You can do quinoa, stuff like that. But anyway, we're going to go ahead, and I just wanted to let you guys know what's going on with me. And I'm not ignoring and not putting up videos because of certain things. I am trying to recorrect my health, and I and in the next couple months. So that's the reason why I'm doing Graphics Card Nightmares and a live stream Friday and Saturday. So Saturday at noon is the live stream, and we'll catch up with everything all through the week on the live stream. Friday is Graphics Card Nightmares. These two are dedicated for these 2 days. Now with the Patreon, if y'all want to sign up, that's up to you. If you want to become a supporter of the channel, it's only like $5 a month. So I haven't even totally, that I'll get set in stone over time. Right now, I'm just building everything up and getting things set in stone for overtime. But I wanted to let y'all know what's going on with me. And, everything's going okay. I'm trying to get my health back up to 100%. So this way I can make more than two videos, or one live stream and one video a week. But for now, I'm doing this. So give me a little time to get myself straight, and we'll work from that. So, but anyway, let's go ahead and just get to Graphics Card Nightmares. So let's go to the action screen, which we're here, and let's see if we can pop up DuckDuckGo, which I'll bring it right there. And let's go to Amazon. And pull up Amazon like usual. And go to the top where it says all. And put in the computers, graphics card for gaming PCs. Okay, let's go through it real quick and see what we can see. They got a 550. You guys aren't going to be... Unless you guys are interested in a 4 gigabyte graphics card, then, that would be for you. But I would suggest not. I would suggest to stay between 8 and 16 gigabytes. If you're going to play older games, then stay at the 8 gigabyte mark. If you're going to play newer games, like AAA games and stuff like that, go for 16, 20, and 24 gigabytes of VRAM. Suggested. You can use 12 gigabytes of VRAM to play some AAA games, but, you're not going to be able to play... Well, you can play all of them, but it's just the graphics are not going to be totally right, the way you want it. Now, the 3060 on the newest games, you might be able to get away with it. Not too bad of a price, $269 to $270. 4060, it's kind of up and down at $300, but pushing through the 4070 Super for $600, not too bad. 3050, unless you're looking for a small graphics card, but that's only got 6 gigabytes of VRAM. I really don't recommend that. You can get something better for that price. If you look, you can go in the used market. You can look through eBay, you can look through Jawa. There's many different companies you can look through to get graphics cards. They got 6600 for 210. That seemed to come up in price because it was about, a month and a half ago, it was at 179. Now it's at 209. 3050, 6 gigabytes, nah. I'm not too fond of it. And if y'all like waifu and all that, then looks like they got a different kind of 4070 here. Maxon does for $750. But I can tell you this, for a 12 gigabyte graphics card, even though that I got the same graphics card, okay, not the one with the waifu and all, but you can get stickers like that, and sticker up your graphics card, and then you can put it into your system and make it look a lot better than spending a hell of a lot of money over here. But that's all on you. 4070 Ti Super OC. It's got 16 gigabytes. It's at $849. It's a little too... Anything over $600 to me, people, is too much. I mean, way too much. I mean, even your baseline 4060 is at 300 bucks. That's just way too much. This should be down where the 6600 XT and the 6600 is. This should be down at 200 bucks, my opinion. So, 4090 looks like $1,800. 5080 TS, no. 5080, no. 4060, 7600 XT. Not a lot of people like it, but it does have 16 gigabytes of VRAM. If this is something you're looking for. But just don't go by and I'm going to state this, do not go by the gigabytes alone of VRAM. Look at it in a combination when you're buying your graphics card. Look at it as in a combination and think to yourself, okay, well, if this graphics card here, let's say the 7800 XT, has 16 gigabytes of VRAM, but now you get the 7900 GRE that's got more juice and the same amount of VRAM, which one would be the best to go with? Well, 7900 GRE. That would be the logical solution. If it's cheaper than the 7800 XT, yeah. Because then it goes the 7900 GRE, then it goes up to the 7900 XT, and then it goes up to the 7900 XTX. So those are the 7900 class. And then you get your 7800 class, and then 7700 and so on. So if you want that little oomph, then you probably be best with 7900 GRE. If you love rasterization and you're not too worried about ray tracing, that would be the best way to go. Okay. But if you're worried about ray tracing and not so much rasterization, then you have to look in. You can look at the 4070 cards. You can look at the 3080s, 3070s, the 30 series cards. But me, I would not touch the 30 series cards. I would stay with the 40 series because now it looks like there's a little pushback from NVIDIA that they might release the new graphics cards in the first quarter of next year. Maybe because there's rumors floating around that AMD and NVIDIA are going to push everything to the event in Nevada coming up next year. They're going to save everything for that. That's what a lot of rumors are saying. So keep that in mind. Do keep that in mind. So moving on down the road. So you got $680 for a 7900 XT. It's a 320-bit, 4K card, silent cooling and all. 20 gigabytes of VRAM for $680. You might be able to find it cheaper. I have seen it cheaper to where it comes with a couple games, so that knocks off $100 to that. So do keep that in mind. I mean, the 7900 XT is no slouch, especially with 20 gigabytes of VRAM. And hearing also too that the 5090 might only be coming with 24 gigabytes of VRAM instead of the 32 everybody's been leaking out there. So you got to look forward to what's going to be coming up with NVIDIA next year. But there's still rumor about the pricing. Still rumors about the pricing. Some people are saying, they're going to sell the 5090 at $1,200. Some people are saying they're going to sell it at $2,500. Some people say they're going to sell it at $1,800. We don't know. Okay? All I can say is when NVIDIA gets ready to do the pre-release, then you'll get the answer you're looking for. So until then, sit back and, wait to see what happens next. That's pretty much what I'm going to do about that until I see these companies start to release products. Then I'm going to start, putting my 2 cents on that. But for right now, and if I don't see them releasing products, then we'll just go with the everyday news. So that's pretty much what we're doing now. We're going with the everyday news, and we made it to the end of that. Okay, now we move over to NewEgg. NewEgg. Let's see. Which one was it? No. Yeah. Okay, so let's go to graphics cards and see what they got cooking. 7700 XT for $350. I mean, look, if you're going to spend over $400 to $500 on a graphics card, you're best to wait for the next generation. But if you're looking to spend between $100 and $200, then buy one right now. But that's up to you. That's if you need it. Now, if you got good enough graphics to get you along until the next gen, then I would wait until you get the option to buy the next gen. As you know, the first 3 months that they're going to be selling it at a high price, and then they're going to have their Black Friday deals, and Cyber Monday deals. And that's the best time to really get it. But make sure that they're reasonable lowered prices. I have seen them. What they do is they take and lower the price in 1 month. Then the next month, when they do the Black Friday deal, they have the price already jacked back up to the sky, and then do the Black Friday deal and put it right back to the same amount they were selling it before. So basically, it's not it's not really a great deal after that. So watch for those that are doing that, and try not to get stuck in that road. 4090, 1800, so that's about the average is $1,800. 4080, if you like the white ones. I don't like the price. That $1,400 is too much for me. 7900 XTX 24 gigabytes GDR6, $870, and comes with a selected game bundle with purchase. So this made it even cheaper. This price is even cheaper with this game bundle right here. Let's see, right here. That game bundle right there. And I know you guys are going to bust me about the cursor. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to get, all this information done into you guys' agenda here so you know what's going on. 570 for an Evo, dual Evo. It's about the same as mine, but it's all white. So, yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. $470. Now, do remember the 4070. Make sure you know what you're buying it with. Okay, some will come with the GDR6. Some will come up with the 4070 GDR6X. I suggest, for the price point of the 4070 just with GDR6, excuse me, that you get the 6X. Because that way you can keep your 1.7% performance uplift with the 6X compared to the 6. I know it doesn't seem like it's much, but to some people that means a lot. I run the graphics card with the 6X, and it's beautiful. It runs beautiful for me, for the games I play and everything else. It runs beautiful. And that brings me to what I might do on Saturday is I might review a game on Saturday. Might. If I can get it up and running for Saturday, then we'll add in a little game review. Because a good subscriber, Dakota, sent me a game for free. And I do appreciate him for doing that. And he didn't have to do that, but he did. And Dakota, we appreciate you. And thank you for all the help you've been giving the channel and Machine and MTBK and all the rest of my Discord patrons and my patrons and all the great people that subscribe to the channel. We do appreciate you, and we hope that you'll want to join our Discord or join our Patreon if you want. Would be appreciated. So, moving on down the road. Let's see, 4060 Ti and 4080 Super. I mean, If you're going to spend $1,000, you might as well wait for on the 4080. You might as well wait for the 5080. It would only make common sense if they sell the 5080 the same price as the 4080, the Super. So can only time can tell. All you can do is be patient and wait on the time. Only time can tell. And look at this, 7800 XT for $519. They give you a game bundle deal. Who knows what the game bundle is? It might be a $50 off of that. So that doesn't bring it low enough for me to say that's a great deal for the 7800 XT. That I can't really say that's a great deal, being at $519, $520. No. Now, if it was, let's say, $459 and they give you a 2-game bundle, yeah, that would lower the price even more with the 2-game bundle. So, no. I can't see that being a good deal. I know y'all might see it as a good deal, but $800 for this with a $100 game, bringing it down to $700, you know, and only having 16 gigabytes of VRAM for still $800. I don't think it's a great deal. Just in my opinion, it's not. They need to knock these prices down where people, you know, if they want to do things in good faith and they already made their money, then they should knock the price down 25% more than what they're doing now. But they don't. They just see the consumer as a money financial situation kind of thing. Okay? I'm not trying to do that myself. I'm trying to make everything as free as possible and trying to find other ways and means to, you know, get support for the channel. But doesn't seem like these companies like reaching out. You know, I've reached out to many companies and they haven't gotten back with me. So once I send something out to the company and they don't get back with you, that basically means that they're not interested. So I move on from that. And now we're going to Micro Center. And Micro Center. Okay. Micron Center. You know, none of these companies like Amazon, NewEgg, and Micro Center, none of them sponsor the channel. If you're wondering, I'm doing this. It does give them advertisement, but I'm doing this for the public so they can see what's going on. You know, maybe one day they will sponsor the channel. Maybe they'll watch a couple videos and say, hey, you know, we want to throw our hat over there. But time will tell. Who knows? So let's go ahead and type in graphics cards. Oop. And we tied in the graphics cards. The one available to ship's the same one they've been doing for the last couple weeks, so there's no sense of showing it. See, 990. Yeah. See, none of these that are above $600, I wouldn't recommend. I mean, this is fine line, but it's the 4070 Super. It's not too bad. It's just a soup up 4070 to me. So, yep. Do I find anything appealing this week? That's what we're looking for. The appealing stuff. Stuff that's below $600 that's appealing. I mean, this is not even appealing to me. Right here, 79 GRE, 7900 GRE, $550 with 2 free games. That's not a bad deal, y'all. Because that's like $100 off. That makes that $450. That still brings it below the $479 for the 7800 XT, which you get better performance with the 7900 GRE compared to the 7800 XT. I have the 7800 XT that's being tested out by my neighbor, and my neighbor loves the 7800 XT, so we'll just go from that. 40, 60, 300. It's the same as Amazon. Let's see. Nope, still high priced on the 7800 XT, y'all. 40, 60, still the same price as Amazon. Still the same price as Amazon. Nope, too high a price. I mean, you're going to sell somebody the 7800 XT for more than what you can get it on Amazon. So, no, not this week. Let's see. Still too expensive to me. I mean, I don't even recommend the 3060s anymore. Because, yeah, you can use the 3060, but it's like this. If you go to buy the most recent generation graphics card and you buy a good one, then you can look forward to going 2 to 3 generations with that card. Even though everybody says, "Oh, you're not even going to make it one generation with that card," that's BS. I'm over my second year on my graphics card and it still works. So, it's got 3 more years to go before I change it out because I put it on a 5-year panel. Because of the warranty, I got 3 years with Amazon and I got 2 years with the company. So that gives me my 5 years. So if it breaks down within that 5 years, then I send it back to either Amazon or the company that I bought it from and say, "Hey, look, you guys need to fix this." So at least I got that option to say, "Hey, I wasn't abusive with my gear, but somehow it quit. Now I need you guys to either send me a brand new replaceable or fix the one I have." 9 out of 10 chances, if they want to save themselves money, then they're going to send you a brand new one. But no, what some companies do is they take and give you the refurbished of the refurbished. So you can get a crappier card than what you just sent back to them. So if you got a graphics card with one VRAM chip that went bad, that just needs to be replaced, then, you just crapped in your own hat. Because if you spent $600 to $700 and the only thing that needed to be replaced is one VRAM chip, and you get somebody's crappy old one, then that's a problem. That's not how warranty service works. I don't care what country you're in. If you give that kind of warranty service to where you give somebody the refurbished of somebody else's crap, instead of sending them a brand new one in a package, in the box, in another box, all foamed out and ready to go, and send it to their doorstep and say, "Here you go." Then if you can't do that, then basically you're not the company that I want to be with. So heed my warning. If you're the kind of company that wants to send somebody as a replacement refurbished crap, then obviously you're not the company to be with. Because if you can't send somebody a whole brand new product and say, "Here you go," because you just sent them back that whole brand new product with one little problem, then it's not really the company to be with. That's how I look at it. If the company can't send you something and they send you a refurbished, I'm like, that company wasted their time rebuilding that refurbished, didn't fix the problem, sent it to you, and you got more problems than when you started with, instead of them sending you a brand new card in the mail. What makes sense? One that's brand new, that's factory built, ready to go. You send it to the customer and they're happy. And you extend their warranty by a year. That's giving you great business, because then they're going to go to their friends and they're going to say good things about you, even great things about you. But when you do everything half-ass backwards and you try to make yourself a name of all the people's necks that you cut out there, then obviously you're not the company I want to be with. I want to be with the companies that look out for the customers and look out for, being honest with the reviewers and what they send you, and not put a bunch of baloney restrictions on how you show their product. If they say, okay, well, here's a new product for you to test, go at it. Let it good, bad, or ugly. Show me what it's got. That's the kind of company you want to be with. Show me what it's got, and they show you, a great product. But if they don't put their heart and soul into the products, people are not going to buy PC parts for computers. That's the reason why everybody's walking away from the PC parts for the computers, is because the prices are becoming assholish. They're becoming too far out of everybody's reach, out of everybody's wheelhouse. And these companies are not understanding why. Well, let me tell you what it is. When you get paid lower wages at where you work, and inflation, gas prices, food prices, and the whole 900 yards, you really think people are going to buy graphics cards? Why do you think you're losing market share? It's because your pricing's too high. And if you got a graphics card built by a factory that charges you $200 to $300 a graphics card, then fire them. Because the graphics card can be built for less than $100. But you want to charge $1,000 to $1,200 to $1,300 for it. For a $100 graphics card, you want to charge $1,300. You want to make a $1,200 profit. I understand with, shipping and handling and, the whole 900 yards. That's going to add another $50 onto the deal. So you figure for $150, if you're making $600, you're still making a good chunk of change. You're still making over double to triple what you would have made off of that graphics card. No, they want 6 to 8 to 10 times more off of a graphics card that ain't worth 2 cents to rub 2 nickels with. Just in my opinion. So, if you got a graphics card that plays all your games and you got no problem with it whatsoever and it runs fine, then there's no need to replace any of your PC parts. But if you're trying to play new games, new AAA games, and you don't have a strong enough graphics card and you're really thinking about it, you're saying to yourself, oh my God, is there something that I can get out there for $600? Then what you're going to do is you're going to look at AMD and you're going to put everything on the fine line. You're going to be like, okay, what can this do for me? And as far as gaming and performance and visualizations and the whole 900 yards, what can it do for me? So you go and make a checklist of what it all does and if it meets into your specifications. So if it can't, if it has like one flaw, that's understandable. But when it's got several amounts of flaws, that's not understandable. Is because now you see what all the different flaws are, and then you wonder why your FPS dropped off and everything else. Is because everybody goes to this back end trying to find the cheapest graphics card possible. Sometimes it's not good to do that. It's not good to get it off the back end. You'll beat yourself over the head because you went and spent, let's say you spent $400 on a $800 graphics card. Now when you get it home, it does less performance than the current graphics card you got. And now you got to think to yourself, oh my God, now I got to turn around and sell it and find something better. So now you're stuck in the buy and selling aspect of graphics cards to where you're losing $50 to $100 off the top end by doing this. So like I said to everybody, and I will say it again, hold on to your PC parts because they become more valuable than you think. Especially when you got a graphics card that goes down in your PC and you have nothing to back it up with. So, pick and choose your battles. That's all I would say. So let's keep moving on down the road. Um, 4060, no. 7700 XT, no. You could, but to me, I wouldn't. 4070 Super Pro Art, not worth the price. What else? Anything spectacular? I'll tell you, this week I really don't see anything spectacular, guys. I mean, I see a lot of price gouging, but that's pretty much all I'm seeing right now. But, you know, you could look at right here. This might be one deal. Get 2 free games with the 7700 XT for $350. Now you got a game bundle with two games equals out to $100. Now that makes that $350 graphics card $250. Now it's matching with the price of a 6650 XT within the 10 to 30 buck difference. So still, that's not bad for a 7700 XT reaching all the way down to the 6000 series, a 6600 or 6600 XT. Got a hell of a lot more power than this 7700's got a hell of a lot more power than the 6600 XT or any in generations. So, okay, everybody. I figure I'd give you my final thoughts. Looks like we got through Micro Center. So, let's go ahead and go back to the main screen and see what's cooking. Okay, final thoughts. I'm not going to make this a long video. It's already looking like it's going to be a long video. Final thoughts. I seen one at Micro Center that looked good, the 7700 XT. Had a 2-game bundle, and it looked like it was reaching down close to the 6600 and 6600 XT pricing. So with having a hell of a lot more performance than the 6600, 6600 XT or the 6650 XT, and with it being close to that price range, the better deal would have been the 7700 XT. So that's just my formula opinion. If you're looking for something like the 6000 series, but you see now when you shop and you see something at the 6000 series, you're like, oh my God, there's a 6600 for $209. Okay, but you forget about the 7000 series and you haven't looked there. So do your best. Price things out. Price things out. So this way you get a piece of paper, pencil, mark down like all the graphics cards that you've seen, put down the price next to each one of them and the date so you know what day you did this, and then look at all the prices and say to yourself, okay, now you go to, let's say just on an average, you go to Tech Power Up and you look at their the relevant performance chart, and you go to stick the pieces in and see where the graphics cards fit in, and then going by the price and where they sit on that relative chart, you might be able to find yourself a decent graphics card. I know a lot of people are going to say, well, don't go by that reference chart because it doesn't really matter. Well, it's an average chart to me. And as far as the average goes, I can see the graphics cards that I did test out meet to that average. So, knowing that, that's good enough for me. And I know it's good enough for everybody that's watching this video today. So, that's my opinion. Do your homework before you decide to buy, so you get the correct part that you're going to want for your PC. And make sure that you balance everything out. I use the word balance. You have to balance your CPU to your GPU to get a nice harmony balance, which is not hard. So, look at it that way. If it's not hard for you to balance your system out, it's going to work fine for you for many years to come. So, but that's my conclusion on this. And if you made it to the end of the video, is much appreciated. Please subscribe, hit that like button, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you know when I post the next video. Until the next time and the next video, you know it is, and we'll see you on the next one.